Okay, so we're actually coming to you live on the day that we're putting the film out today, because we were going to go and have a look at the desk and that global brands job, but I thought you'd bring you a bit of an update on the weekend, and we had a few more additions. So we've had one single and we've had 3 more twins over the course of the weekend. Unfortunately, we haven't got any footage of that because Clayton had the weekend off, so you're just going to have to see the results. So here we go, here, good healthy thick set lamb. So we did have a little bit of recording on Thursday last week when they started coming, so we'll show you a clip back at that, but I made reference there to the size difference, which you'll see the size between the single and between the twins is quite considerable. So in here with the triplets, Mum is a Beltex cross. We've got Dad, which was purebred Texel, and then that will make the lambs a Texel cross, therefore. In fact, all the lambs are Texel cross in here. So you'll notice there's a big difference between the size of the triplets and the size of the twins. And then the other thing that you will notice, when the singles are born, there's a big difference with them again. And that's all just to do with, you know, how much energy, I suppose, goes into producing 1, 2 or 3 lambs. So if the weather stays good, the plan will be in the next week or so, if it's, you know, warm at night and fairly dry, these guys will go out onto the grass, and unless they're exceptionally good, we'll probably put them to market in about 12 weeks' time. How do you know whether we're expecting?
We scanned them, well, plus 90 days, so when you pull the tups out, 90 days after, that what's in lamb is going to hold and it'll be right. So then we get a scanner in, she comes in, or he, in this case we had a girl come in, and they run them through a race, ultrasounds and scans them.
Yeah.
And obviously then there's twins, triplets, singles.
The singles are in the end? The
singles are in the end, because if we have a triplet, we'll put them in there, and if we have a single lamb, we'll adopt a triplet onto a single, because she won't carry 3 lambs.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the closest pens. Basically, we work back. If we wanted to start lamb in February, the 14th.
Yeah.
So you go back 147 days.
Yeah.
Which is your gestation period.
Yeah.
And then, so that's like September, about the 26th or something. Put the tups in. The previous to that, we have teaser tups in.
Yeah.
Which gets them cycling. So you run them on no grass for a couple of weeks. Yeah. You put on lush grass. Put the teaser tups in, then the teaser brings them all into season. Hence why you get them all lambing
at the right time. Yeah.
Within a same period.
Which date-wise, when we set the date at the 15th, we were pretty much bang on, weren't we?
Yeah.
Because obviously 6 o'clock last night, that was when it first started, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're pretty much on it. So how long do you reckon now until we're done and dusted?
A fortnight, because these are yellow bums, first sort of week. And then there's red bums there, which would have been 5 days later. Just how it happened.
Yeah.
You change the chalks every week.
Yeah.
So you know that they're like week 1, they're week 2, and then if it's green, red, orange, blue, whatever, it'd be week 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And then we put a black chalk on at the very end, and then they're all the late lammers, which we sell.
Yeah.
Because they're a long way out.
Yeah. Yeah. And how many are we expecting in total?
It's 186% lambing rate.
Yeah.
So it's 25, 49 lambs, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
Roughly.
So then when we go back now to the scanning, at what point in time do you scan to make sure you know what we're having? So how do we know when we're having singles, twins or triplets?
About 90 days.
Yeah.
because obviously if one gets tucked in the first week, we tend to leave the tucks in for 6 to 7 weeks, and that gives them plenty of cycle time, 13, 17 days on a cycle. So if she misses the first one, 17 days later, you got like three bites at the cherry.
Yeah.
So then they'll be like the first lot. And then at 90 days, obviously if there's another 6 weeks on top of that, they're well in lamb then.
Yeah.
But you can still pick up then, that's when she scans them.
Yeah.
Picks up if they're empty, you can have barren ewes as well.
Right.
So if there's a slight problem with them.
Yeah.
And then we just run them all together till 8 weeks prior to lambing. And then we tend to bring the triplets in early because they want a lot more corn. They just get them on a little bit of corn, 100 grams a head or something. And then the triplets move on. The twins move on about a fortnight, 3 weeks after. And then the singles. We don't corn the singles, energy lips and fodder beat.
Right, yeah.
And then the last 2 weeks to lambing, we give them a bit of corn just to bring the milk on.
Yeah.
It seems to work. The energy licks, they get the energy out of there and the beat. And then the corn just brings the milk to them a little bit.
Yeah.
Generally.
They all look happy enough anyway.
They seem to, don't they?
What's the process now, as in going forward with these?
Well, basically, as soon as she lambs, we iodine the navels, stop any infection. And then there's like a live phase, which I won't show you because it's like a lamb, but we give them this, it's just like a colostrum paste.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be, if they're not quite going quick enough, you chuck that to them, and then there's like 4 mils, and then that's supposed to have everything in them that they need.
Yeah.
It just helps them if they're not quite sucking quick enough. And then these are fit enough to go out into the field in the next couple of days. If it stays moderately dry, they're bonded, the mother's good.
Yeah.
They'll be outside, the bed off outside, they're inside now.
Yep.
And then a couple of days later they'll go into a nursery pen where there's 4 or 5 ewes and let them all out in one go.
Yeah.
But that's it then, pretty much.
So here Mum did lamb twins, but we've had to take one away because she's got mastitis. So we took one away, and then we've got an orphan pen up there now. So here is the orphan pen, and basically what we've got is we've got one that come off Mum down there because of the mastitis. We've got a set of twins that come from a poorly mum, so we're dealing with that at the moment. And then we've got one that was part of the triplets from up here that Mum just hasn't got enough milk to service all 3. So we're bottle feeding these now. So now we've got 4 in the orphan pen. What Mark said we'll do is we'll bring in the Heatwave automatic milk feeder just to help the job along and take a bit of the labour side away from us. But yeah, all in all looking good, apart from that one poorly mum. So then we've got 3 ewes now, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lambs in here that we're just getting ready to send out, but don't really know what to do yet because it's gone quite windy and there's a bit of a cold chill to the breeze at the minute. So it has forecast to be dry, but then there's a cold snap coming next week, so we're just sort of playing it by ear a little bit. I'll see what Mark says, he's a boss. So right, so that'll do for today. We'll keep recording throughout the course of the week. I'll see if I can get Clayton to work the weekend, because that's when they all seem to come. So me and Mark have been flat out all weekend with the pigs and with this. So if you like what you've seen, hit subscribe, ring the bells for notifications, and we'll bring you more on this. Probably not the next video, the one after. Next one, we'll forget the other bits. We'll go back and have a look at the house. Cheers.